Hello. So I want to talk about um, the reason why I made the video support in defense of Latino artists, especially those of Mexican descent. Because I'm from Texas. I know I have friends who are Puerto Rican as well, and other Latino Salvadoran. But particular, the most Latino group that I grew with, even though I am mixed with Hispanic, French, Spanish, Creole, should I say? And then I know about that the last year. Answer.com, not DNA test, but actually do the genealogical research, put the names of the ancestors. Okay, and I found out that one of my ancestors, like Real. So he also put the Latino, I'm part Hispanic down as well, down my mom's side of the family tree. I was telling my aunt on my mom's side, my mom's sister last year. I got, you know what I'm saying? So that my mom's sister, yeah. So she and I know, but because I wasn't raised in this other family, there's a lot of conflict. If I don't want to go detail that, so that's a job. But the reason why I'm both my mom and dad's side, but let me let you know, the reason why that I'm very hardcore defending of Latinos in hip hop. One thing, Zacarias Vivo. How did I get the name? That's Spanish part of my name, Spanish version of my name. Okay, Zacarias. Also to listen to Hollow music. Since 93, Selena, well, first, yes, I knew Celia Cruz was in 91, but I didn't listen to her then. But I went to school mostly Mexican-American people, and like I said, most of the Hispanics were Mexican. Like, there were a few Puerto Ricans and Meso Ricans and all that, Mexican, But later on, I found Salvadorians. It was my school, and I know they were Salvadorian. But at the same time, a lot of the cultures they're hearing, remember, Texas used to be part of Mexico. Okay, and still is, in my opinion. It's stolen, okay? Even when Grant Abbott was talking about we signed a sanctioned bill, you forget that Alamo was, it wasn't for the Alamo, this would be part of Mexico. And the reason why y'all stole it was because of slavery. That's why I keep bringing the black part of Mexico, and Mexicans, whether you like it or not, y'all are part, just like I'm part white and Native American, you're also part black and Spanish and Native American as well. I didn't say you full blown. I'm not with the one drop trash, and I'm against it too. That's why I claim I'm on race rules, okay? I don't even look like Wesley Snipes. Don't even, he's mixed too, and I'm making jokes. I'm really Somali, but I'm trying to be real to people trying to play that game with me, okay? Because I don't play that type of games. I'm real about that too. So the reason why I go hard for Latino artists, because I like the Hollow music. And I love singing Spanish music besides Tejano. I also like salsa and merengue. I also listen to Selena, La Tropa F, Elsa Garcia, Emilio, Grupo Más, Intocable. Who else? I'm going to name all Latin artists, not only Tejano music. Celia Cruz, Thalia, Cheyenne, Ricky Martin, John Sakara, many La India, Mark Anthony, Tito Puente, Ogotañón, I can go on and on, General, okay? Many Latin artists inspire me, DLG, Dark Latin Groove, Elvis Crespo, Suavemente, Besame, okay, what I'm saying? Those are, I listen to, okay, and the reason why that I will talk about this, because when I was trying to sing Spanish music, I saw the hypocrisy within not only Latino community, African Americans, people who don't feel free, but brag about race, because when I talk about race, I talk about fighting against it. I'm not talking about defending and keeping it, and I see it a lot, and I see all African American people, and as a person who is African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, Native American, at the time I only thought I was only African American, French, English, and Native American because I didn't do too much of my genealogy research. I did, but it was limited information to Answer.com. When I got my paycheck, my income tax paycheck last year, it was my computer was working. I was able to be at home and work, and I do my schoolwork. That's why I got 2 more years to go by bachelor. I was out of school right now. Got kicked out, and then they let me back in, but I got my computer's broken, and like I said, my homie's gonna fix my computer once I get the $30 to pay him, because I already bought the part. I bought my income. I got my income tax this year, and that's why. So don't you understand that I saw a hypocrisy within our communities, I say, because I relate to Hispanic people with the Spanish Creole part of my roots. And what it was that Latino artists were elevated who are doing rap, but African Americans, people of African American descent, because none of us are pure black, was told to stay at the back. And it was just on those who are Latino, it was people African American descent and white. Some white people who do this love to see downgraded and limited information, limited resources to African American, and they want to, market at, and laugh at. I'm saying all white people those are. They don't want to. It's a competitive. Remember, the idea of slavery and the Jim Crow was that as long as we submissive, we're okay. But if we're competing against them, it's a threat. They don't want us to have the same economic power. That's why when we did segregation, Black Wall Street was burned down. So to see us improv and ghetto and capitalize, that's why when they make jokes about hood rats and thugs killing somebody on the news media, I look at them as a hypocrite. Because when we're trying to get in the workplace and be part of the workplace and do all this other stuff, you're the one besides those in our community knocking us down. And that's true. I'm reason why I can say that. Okay, I have your white DNA in me. Okay, and I know this for 38 years of my life. I'll be 38 this year. So when I saw that, but I also saw those in African who dissed Latino artists, and I also saw those within the Hispanic community who did the same thing. I mean, look, for example, Fat Joe, who's Puerto Rican Cuban, was saying that the Latinos were saying that they were too black. His terror squad, and it was like, African, you're too Latin, we don't want you. And I've been in that situation. When I started 20 years old, that's why I don't like Beyonce's dad. 20 years old, Tyler, Texas Arts of Legal, or it's like you pay $25 for, lawyers to who volunteer to look at contracts, so you won't get like a TLC and Tony Braxton situation, okay? And so when I was 20 years old, and that's when all four of the girls was in Destiny Child in November of 1999. I never forget. It was cold, and it was a club nearby Richmond Avenue, not too far where Polyester used to be at. Club Polyester in San Antonio. We had one in Houston as well, and not too far from David Russell, was the other side of Richmond. Like, it's a small community, and it was doing more in time, so it wasn't club time. It was just they had a business. So, and I never forget when I mentioned my name Zacarias to Mr. Knowles. He gave me a mean look, and I never liked him then. And so, but every time I mentioned I sing Spanish music, there were those in the industry trying, especially those African descent, being coony, but you want to know why hip hop is dead, because you allow the stereotypes to define us. That's why you were no different than Stephen Fletcher. Here's someone who's going against the type of Stephen Fletcher attitude, and you want to knock me down. That's why. So a lot of people understand that while they was dissing me at, and making jokes, and white race people making jokes, and this dude from England who's a brother with dreadlocks who were with Houston, he told me, I forgot his stupid name, he would diss me, they would elevate SPM, but now SPM got screwed too. And a lot of Latinos, when they do make it in the industry, they still get screwed. You don't hear a lot of airplay unless the person is part black and Latino, like Nore, or for real. I mean, Laura Banks is part Puerto Rican, so for real. And you have Kid Cody, you have Max 10. I forgot to make sure my video at Max 10. T-Bob's ex-husband's part Puerto Rican, Mexican, besides black. West Side Connection, West Side, okay? And so, but, and you have those who don't even mention any Latino roots. Like, folks don't know that Livia from G Unit that was on Love and Hip Hop, she's part Cuban and part black and East Indian, and her family's from Jamaica and Cuba. They also mix with the East Indian as well, from India. And so, it's sad that we don't, that's why I advocate mixed identity so bad, so people can know that, yeah, it's black, but we also represent other communities genetically, So, we're not saying we're not part of black race, but we also say we're part of everything else because it's education. We live in multicultural, multiracial society. Why not? You know, and we don't have white people do it. Well, I don't give a damn what fake white people do, okay? They're passing if they got something else in them, okay? And it's funny, Europeans who are more white than they are don't have to act like that. Keyword. You know, it's funny when you go to Europe, like Tina Turner did. That's why I was going to leave this country. Tina Turner was on Larry King, and she's black and American white. And she said that she went to England after she left Ike because Madonna, here we go, white privilege. Madonna was being elevated. So she was getting elevated in England and Europe and France. So why not leave? And Joseph made the same thing. Many other artists went to say, even Madonna was the same thing because she wasn't popping in the United States. So I always wanted to go to another country like Mexico or something. When Trump's situation, I said, okay, good. I'm glad I'm glad this bad situation happened because maybe there's something else outside this country is better for me than the United States with 3 Ks in it. So going back to why I defended Latino artists, because while SPM was getting that game, you know, because it was Latin explosion time. Remember Jennifer Lopez, Mark Anthony, you know, part Filipino, part Spaniard, Enrique Iglesias, you know what I'm saying? You know, was making it sing, you know. And this was after, like, the Selena movie had came out, and this is when a couple years before Selena had died. After she died, after she got killed, because she was trying to make that crossover, you know, in Latin explosion too. Then you have Mariah Carey, who's part Venezuelan, part African American, part Irish, you know. So you had these part Latin people in the business, you know. But it went down after the SPM situation. Whether I don't know if it's guilty or not. A lot of there are Mexican artists like Baby Bash was, you know, and Frankie J, you know, who's a R&B singer, you know, was coming in. But still, you look at from now to then, like I saw Frankie J recently at El Dorado when I went to go see Stevie B, you know, and Baby Bash, you know, it's still hard. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, you're in local areas, Latin artists, especially those of Mexican, especially in the Southwest, they're going to be popping. But mainstream, unless you have Fat Joe, who's Puerto Rican Cuban, you know, exactly. And you have Snow the Product, who's still rocking it, you know, and so many things happen. So that's why I support Latin artists before I knew Rihanna was in my family tree, okay? If I want to be into Tejano music and I want to be, you know, have that crossover extreme, you know, and success, breaking that barrier, why is it that I can't share the same dream for someone else? Do you understand? It would be stupid for me to say I want Tejano music and salsa, and no Rihanna was in a family tree, no even Hispanic origin was my family tree, but saying that, but he shouldn't come there. You know, a Baby Bash, he not black, he's Hispanic, you know what I'm saying? Even though that the Hispanic can include that black part because the slaves of all Latin America it was all in Latin America, you know what I'm saying? So when they did George Lopez test, I put my hand on the Bible. I was not shocked about the 4% Africa. I was not, okay? Because I remember I used to go to the library in the 90s and read about this stuff in the 90s. Because in Texas school district do not teach true history. We're related, okay? It's sad that we have white racist people tell us to divide who gets more job. And trust me, let me let you know, Zacchaeus will never argue about an immigrant taking a low-wage job. Where the immigrants from Latin America or Africa or the Caribbean, I want a high wage, okay? I don't want to be like Trump, but I want that Trump money. So why would I fight them about who gets more jobs? Especially when I graduated high school in 98, went to Job Corps 2004, 5, and 6. I like so late. And got my, you know, they mailed me my diploma in 2007. Okay, I got 2 more years, even though I went 1 year in community college, I got 2 more years, you know, experience in university online. Do you think that I want to be at a low-wage job? No, I don't have no kids. I'm not married. You know what I'm saying? I have no criminal record. So my point is that I have to let you know that I don't let that type of stuff bother me, okay? Personal choices make the reason sometimes who you are, not all the time. But you know what I'm saying? So, but point is, I have to understand that yeah, if you have Latino artists who are in the hip-hop industry, what's wrong with someone like me, who is African American, Did I know there was Hispanic roots in the family tree? But even if I did not know or not, I still have the same rights that Martin King fought, and like they say, Charles fought for all of us to have. I think that's sad that people don't understand the reason why I have to give back. You know what I'm saying? If I want someone to give me something, I have to give back. You understand? You know, on time I don't give back to anybody who do wrong to me, and then, you know, stab me in the back while they give me something, mistreat me, whatever. Because I would prefer to have someone without that type of nature around me. But if I want someone to help me out, I have to help back. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I defended in the DJ Flag, you know, situation about Mexican rappers. And I said, excuse me, DJ Flag, I have friends who are Mexicans, who are friends who are like other Latino origins, who rap. So, you know, if they want them to support me, Catan Español, being raperos, that means rappers, I have to do the same thing too. Do y'all get my point? You know, and those Africans who want to knock me down, that's why we keep talking about the old stuff in Black History Month. By me have one drop of black blood, you know, I can make part of Black history doing that mess. Come on now. So I'm not doing shucking and jive and cooning. That's not my thing. Thank you.